Welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Blind. Although, if that was 100% accurate, this episode would not be happening right now. Everyone, say hello to Jacqueline Dramette.
Need help?
She has multiple special, only sometimes available things. Check out this Midnight Axe. This information screen thing here is telling me I could make 6 gold profit buying this. But I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. But what she doesn't currently have in stock, and I grabbed this earlier, is the Massive Iron Axe plans.
Farewell.
If I had been tasked to find this without looking up anything or getting any help, I probably never would have found it. I've traded this person before when we were here doing quests, but this wasn't available, either then or right now. So, I would never have found it. Luckily, I managed to grab this, and now we have the recipe. Technically, we could go sell it, and it's been very few seen on the marketplace. Only 9 apparently. But that's not important, because we can learn the recipe. There we go. That is 3 out of 4. And the 4th one, apparently, isn't too bad. So we can go get that one. It's also here in Stranglethorn. The whole system of having things only in shops sometimes and you'll never know that they might exist, kind of inconvenient, not gonna lie. It hasn't been too much of a problem, but this is a very important quest. This isn't like the previous Moonsteel Broadsword quest, where it was just some random guy, unimportant, not worth it at all quest. This is like super important stuff here. So having it only be possible if you either buy the axes, which didn't exist on the auction house either, or figure out where this random person in the jungle that sells axe blueprints that you would never have known would sell them. Makes you wonder how many traders have we traded with that would give us recipes, but they weren't in stock when we traded them, and now we'll never know. It's probably a lot. I can imagine that there is times where this is insanely contested. I was lucky enough to get the Massive Iron Axe plan there. It only took me like a few hours of checking back in every once in a while. So it worked out for me. That's okay. Still a very silly quest. To finish this off, we need to get down to Booty Bay. So while we're going, I guess we will take a look at what this super fancy axe requires. And it's a one-handed axe. It's also only in yellow, so that's unfortunate. So it's iron bars, strong flux, heavy grindstones, heavy leather, and gold bars. Oh yeah. This isn't working. I'm itching my ear with my left hand. I moved my right hand over to hold down W, so I couldn't do anything else at that point. I was slowly moving past that barrier, so I wasn't too concerned, but yeah. This should all be doable. I'm not worried about that. We do need to make 4, though. Not sure if we have everything we need for this. I mean, we can buy these, we make these, that's trivial. That's a lot of iron, though, my goodness. 16 gold bars, though. Not sure if I have that many. Might have some gold ore, though. Should be okay. The total market price. Four-ish. It's interesting that the heavy grindstone doesn't have a market price available. I really just never saw that in market price. Bizarre. Maybe it's not tradable. I don't know. That couldn't be. That doesn't sound right. Used for blacksmithing. And it's made in blacksmithing. That's no reason for it not to be tradable. I mean, I've never tried. So, could be. Yeah, if we need to buy gold, looks like there's been a decent supply. So, hopefully that's available. And that I mean gold bars, not this kind. That'd be stupid. Yeah, 14 gold bars. Or 16. 14 iron bars each. That's okay. I guess the question's gonna be, what is the big black mace? It's not iron, it's not steel, it's not mithril. I guess we'll have to see. And apparently, we can get that recipe from some blacksmithing master or whatever here in Booty Bay. So let's go try to find that guy. Some goblin, I believe it was. Possibly up here by the blacksmith area. I would have never thought that a different blacksmith here would have a different trading. Here's the blacksmith supplies. I guess technically we could do the blacksmithing here. But we need to turn in Iron Forge anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Supplies, master blacksmith.
What's up?
Train me. Developmental skills, artisan blacksmith. Allows the blacksmith to make weapons and armor up to a maximum potential skill of 300. Well, yes, I'm going to need that. And that should be max blacksmithing then. So yes, give me that one. Hey. Oh, look at this cool stuff. Ah, we can't even get it. It's 230. Wow, that's high. What's ours? What's our blacksmithing? Only 215? 215. Oh no. Ah, and we can't train this until we get 230. Oh no. Okay. Well, I guess I know where we're coming back to. And what are these other things here? Oh, he's got some more of the mithril stuff. Okay. So this guy is like the master of the master blacksmiths. He teaches you the 300 and gives you higher level stuff. Interesting, let me start that quest at 200. When we needed 230 to even do it, but okay. Sure. Then there's the heavy mithril breastplate, mithril coif, heavy mithril boots, 235, 250 for the dense grinding stone, sharpening stone, and weight stone. Arcanite rod at 275, Arcanite skeleton kit at 275. So it's 230, 235, 250, and 275. I guess the rest of the unlocks besides these are going to be in your given blacksmithing, weaponsmith, or armorsmith guy. But we need to get to 230 first before we can even get this. Can we at least see what it takes, possibly? Nope, we can see the stats. Worse. That's a lot of armor, but we've already given away some of our strength recently, so I'm okay with the iron heel boots. The grinding stones are okay.
Have a good one.
Alright, so we just need to remember that this guy exists when we get higher level blacksmithing to pick up those final recipes there. But while we're here, we can turn in this quest. Yes. Should be able to. Yeah, there it is. That's the guy we can't kill. We're still doing that riddle. We've been sidetracked. This is a sidetrack off of a sidetrack. It's a whole thing, but we got one quest to turn in. Sink me. I'm almost out of booze here. Captain's gonna go into weigh anchor, and old Slim will be caught and drives to Tenaris Desert. And once he discovers his port is missing, blimey. I have the solution for that. Shiver me timbers, you found the captain's grog. I owe you big time, friend. Seems like a storm is a brewing outside. Maybe I'll just keep warm with one of these here bottles while we wait for it to pass. He's gonna drink all of it, isn't he? Get some Rumsey rum. Increases stamina by 10 for 15 minutes and gets you drunk to boot. Okay.
Alrighty then.
Also 4,700 XP, so that's pretty good. And a whole bunch of reputation. They like that. They like that a lot. It's suggesting to vendor this item. It doesn't increase my spirit. It does increase my stamina by less. So we're gonna keep this around. We're gonna see if getting you drunk actually does something. Might not want to use that in combat. I don't know if it's a good idea to use this. We're not doing combat right now anyway, so we need to go back to Ironforge, make these four massive iron axes, and then figure out what we're gonna do for blacksmithing 230. That's a lot more levels. We need 15 levels here. We can also check our auction house, I guess. See if any of our swords sold. I'd appreciate it because we're spending quite a bit of money here with all this stuff we're doing. Well, we sold that. We sold a black pearl. Wild vine. Another wild vine. Additional wild vines. All the wild vines. Necklace didn't happen, and none of the swords. I just don't want these swords. Yeah, that wasn't much anyways. What's it gonna take to get rid of these swords? Moonsteel. Someone's trying to sell them for 10. Don't get your hopes up, I'm afraid. So we still have these three that we can sell on the auction house at some point. Could have avoided making so many.
How are you?
So that's unfortunate.
Be good.
Oh well. Let me get up. Big axe. Massive iron axe. Okay.
Here there.
Alright, as far as gold bars are concerned, we have 9. And we got plenty of gold ore. Okay. So we need 16. So that's another 7. We combine these now. We need some heavy stone. Probably need some solid stone at some point. Iron bars. And iron ore. Mithril bars. Mithril ore. And some of this Medjweave cloth. That's tin. Don't think we've had any use for dark iron. That might be a quest thing. Hard to say. I've not seen any recipes with it at least, so. Just make these into bars, I guess. And tin, probably not. Then we have thorium. Also haven't seen any. Heavy leather. We're gonna need more heavy leather. I don't think we need bronze for anything. We're gonna need, looks like 4 more heavy leather to get this done.
Very good.
Okay. Alright. 4 more heavy leather. We got the gold. We got the iron. We can make the grindstones, buy the flux. Heavy leather. We just need 4. That's a pattern. I mean, heavy leather we frequently need more of. So grabbing 12 isn't bad. Also, it's cheaper than buying more expensive ones, so that's good. Look at this guy trying to sell them for 163% price. Now, I'll take the ones at 57% price. Thank you very much. Okay. So that should be good. So we're gonna need 8 strong flux, 8 heavy grinding stones. That's easy enough. This is not where the rocket house is. I'll take that. Okay. So that's gonna be 3 out of 4. Then we need to decide how we're going to train up to 230. Or if we even have the resources at this point. We've got a lot of options, I suppose. So. Alright. Gold, we need... Just make all the gold, that's fine. Let me guess, can't be mounted? There we go. Silver? We have some true silver ore? True silver bars? Question mark? Ah, doesn't matter. Alright. Make sure we make the right grinding stones for this. Don't jump in the lava. Not what we need. If we want to make massive iron axes, we need 8 heavy grinding stones. Perfect. That takes 3 heavy stone each. Well, good thing we have so much stone then. That's good. With the amount of resources this takes, this is probably not going to be what we're going to do to get 230. I could check the prices of things, but then just... How much of things? Mithril's 31. Iron's 19. I guess steel would be just the price it takes to get the coal to put together. Massive iron axe. Strong flux.
You got my attention.
There we go. So yeah, coal's another 450.
See you soon.
Massive iron axe times 4. Massive iron axe times 4. Good. And it's gonna take a very long time. Not surprised. Not quite as long as some other things, I don't think. Guess it is technically a slightly lower level item. Still. Takes 14 bars, another 4 bars. It says massive iron axe, and I'm inclined to believe them. We should look what these look like. Yeah, we're getting levels. A few more levels and we'll be able to make use of the fact that we just bought the higher level maximum. I guess technically you don't need 230 blacksmithing to do this quest. If you just buy all the items. Which is hilarious. Really feels like the spirit of this quest is to actually make all these weapons. To prove that you're good at blacksmithing weapons. But I guess they just don't care that much. Silly. Okay. Massive iron axes completed. Oh. Almost. Almost there. There we go. Okay. So let's see what our options are as far as things that could actually get us levels. Not gonna make that. That uses elemental earth. My goodness, that's a very expensive dagger. That uses the citrines. Don't really have the resources for that. We still have broadswords in green now. That's unfortunate. Mithril pants, steel breastplates, golden scale bracers, iron. I mean the golden scale bracers really. Then we have the mithril stuff. And steel plate helmet, I guess. It's a lot of steel bars though. So that's steel and solid grinding stone. Expensive. $230. Citrine's expensive. I think I want... We're talking about how it might be worthwhile to use our iron as steel while it still has some value to our levels. We can make this. It's in yellow, so that's still okay. And it's only has a market price of... that much heavy stone though. That's some. That's doable. And then this is more expensive for that. Steel breastplate's more expensive. Yeah, we're probably gonna go for things with low bar counts at least. Stone scale braces look pretty solid. So I'm going to I mean, I guess we have as much iron as we have, so I'm going to be focusing on the golden scale bracers until that's no longer an option. So I suppose what we're going to do here is make all the iron into steel, smelt on all the mithril ores into bars, and then we have a huge pile of steel and mithril bars. We can continue on the blacksmithing. So I'm going to do just so much smelting. And I'll be back when that's done. Okay. There is an absolute ton of bars smelted. I decided to save some iron bars for right now, because I don't know what makes a big black mace. And if it's iron, I wouldn't want to have to go buy all these. So here we go. Blacksmithing. Oh. We need heavy grinding stones, and probably a lot of them. How many can we make right now? Only 9. How many does it take per? 2. Right, we're gonna need more heavy stone. I'm not sure exactly how many of these we're gonna be able to make. But we're definitely gonna need more than 4. Only other use we really have for heavy stone is the sharpening stones. We have a lot of those right now. So that should be okay. Just gonna grab out all our heavy stone. That might end up being the limiting factor here. Heavy stone. I guess we could grab some more other stone here while we're here. Yeah, that's all our heavy stone. Solid stone.
Watch your back.
Okay. So how many heavy grinding stones can we make with all this? We make 28. I don't know if we need that many. I might end up, yeah, probably be advisable to only make some of these. I mean, 28 would be more than enough for all these. But if I end up not, if this ends up dropping off and not giving me any more levels, I wouldn't want to be so a bunch of extra heavy grinding stones. So realistically, we can only make like 14 of these anyways. If we make all 28, that's probably too many. Oh, heavy grinding stones. Let's start off. Let's start off nice and simple and get 14. See where that gets us. No, I press create all. Blacksmithing. Heavy grinding stone. Now let's make 12. Okay. So with 14 of these, we'll be able to use a bunch of our steel to make 7 more golden scale bracers. That might get us, I mean, it's yellow, so I think there's still a pretty good chance of getting levels from that. And then green is worse, and then gray is no. If we're lucky, 7 could get us to like, what, 225? It's always been a bit mysterious what levels things would stop giving experience at. To start this, does it say what level you need anywhere? Doesn't look like it. If we remembered what level we bought the recipe at, that would give us some information. But we're going to switch to a different thing so we can easily see if it changes colors here. And it looks like since it's only 5 bars, it's not the slowest thing to make in the world. Didn't get a level from the first one, though. This whole not getting a level every time thing could very quickly slow down our progress here. And 220. Still yellow. I could see it changing at every 5 level increments, possibly. So we might be safe in the yellow till 225. Not that we have enough stone to go much further if we're not going to be getting levels every time. There's 221. Maybe 50-ish% here? No. You know, about 50%. Doesn't inspire confidence for how much levels we could get if it drops into green, though. There's 222. I dropped into green. Wow, we still have the steel, though. I guess we could. What's that? 7 more? So 14 more heavy grinding stones. That's basically all of our heavy grinding stones. I think the higher level stuff's probably going to switch to solid grinding stones, though, so I think we're going to be okay to make 14 of these. 14. There's a... Let's make one more so this isn't a waste. There's also the question of whether or not we're going to need steel for the big black maces. Well, if we okay, actually, if we needed steel for the big black maces, we could just turn our iron into steel. So I'm okay using up the rest of this steel here, because that's not going to be a problem. Although, I feel like if it's turned green, we're probably not going to get into gray with only 7 more. And then we can find something in mithril to make. I think that should work. Man, the losses on the cells of vendor on these not useful at all items is pretty high. Well, that's what you kind of expect. Just making a whole bunch of mass-produced items here. Golden scale bracers. Great all. But then if it drops into gray, we'll stop, since that'd be a complete waste of resources. It's currently in green. That's probably not going to give very high chances of a level here. That's okay. 223. Yeah, we're making progress. If we can find a decent mithril thing, we can definitely get to 230. I feel. Okay. Yeah, just throwing away resources here, not getting any levels. That's okay. It's like, at this point, we're not going to need them for anything else anyways, so get as much out of this as we can. I mean, I guess we could sell them and then buy other things, but that's just annoying. Okay, 225 at least. That's pretty good. And last one? Nope. Okay. That pushed steel breastplate down into yellow, it looks like. Okay. Let's go through here. Find a good recipe. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Mithril scale pants. 12 mithril bars. And it's in Orange. Let's go down to here to the... these are all in yellow now. We do have a lot of mage weave cloth. And it requires half of the mithril bars. I think just in mithril bar usage alone, that's probably efficient. So let's make all these. And the limiting factor here is the mage weave cloth. As long as this stays in yellow, we should be okay here to get 330. No, 230 rather. With the heavy mithril gauntlets. It's in yellow. That's okay. Mage weave cloth is not expensive by any means. So if we need more, we can buy it. 226. 4 more levels. Within the yellow, there's a decent chance that we're not going to get 230 off of these resources. That's okay. We got a lot of mithril bars. So that's probably good because mithril is probably going to be the go-to moving forward here. For at least a little bit. Yeah, 227. We're 2 for 2. Might end up being able to save some of our mage weave cloth. Just need to get 3 more out of these last 4. That's pretty reasonable. That wouldn't be unexpected. This guy's very shiny. Shadow power. Shadow form. They have shadow power and shadow form. Good for them. They look very fancy. Yeah, another level. Who needs the guaranteed level every time? Just get it. Just get the level. Okay. You could do steel bars here, but... Again, that's more than twice as many bars. And they're basically the same value, all things considered. Hey, hey. Now we just need 1 and 2. Fantastic. There's still a very real chance that we could fail to get a level on both of these gauntlets. I need to go buy more mage weave cloth. Or just make something else. Get ready to exit here if this gets us 230. Perfect. There's 230. So we can sell off all of our leveling creations. So many things for your hands. Make sure not to sell anything we don't want to sell. That would be silly. Okay. So now, we got 230. We have to head back to Booty Bay. 20 minutes? I could probably just wait. I mean, by the time we get there, it's probably be similar times anyways. So I'm probably going to save myself 6 silver. I'm going to head to Booty Bay, walk up to the blacksmithing guy, and then wait for this to be almost ready to cool down again. So that's just efficient It'll be faster to get back to, so that's good. So I'll see you when we're ready to purchase all those level 230 recipes in Booty Bay. Okay, let's get these recipes.
Yo!
Brick Kingcraft. The big black mace. That's what we need. And we need to make 2 of them. And while we're here, heavy mithril breastplate. That's a lot of armor. And the mithril coif.
Keep it real. I can't use that.
That was the wrong rock. I need to use this rock. Okay. Let's see what we need for these recipes. The mithril coif is just mithril and mage weave. Ooh. 10-6 as opposed to 6-4. But it is still more common to get. That's going to get me a lot more levels here. So that's probably what we're going to focus on moving forward. That's good though. Mithril coif. Cheap and effective. As far as stats are concerned, not something I'd want. It's got a decent sell to vendor price though, so that's also a plus. Save me a little bit of money here. And then we have the heavy mithril breastplate, which is only mithril bars. Okay. A lot of mithril bars though. I think it'd be cheaper to do the coifs. Yeah, because the mage weave cloth is so much less expensive. So mithril coifs are probably going to be our go-to for the next levels here. But what's really important is the big black mace, which is mithril. Okay. Shadow gems, thick leather, solid grindstones, and black pearls. Okay. That's a lot of shadow gems too, my goodness. Let's see. We got the mithril, that's not a problem. We can make 2 solid grinding stones. Trivial.
Here there.
Shadow gems, that's like a lot lower level item. $40, $50, $35, $45, $25. Yes, that's a lower level gem. Okay. That's cool. That's used in a higher level recipe though. It's fun. So we need 8 shadow gems, 2 black pearls, and 4 thick leather. Let's hope they're on the auction house. This would be problematic. Alright, first up. Shadow gems. Oh yeah, look at all those. Nice and cheap too. So we need 8 of these. 8 of these. We're going to buy the cheapest 8 we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Very good. Four thick leather, please. There's 2. We don't really need. We'll probably need more thick leather later. Can we get? Maybe it's only 4. 1, 2. So that's a 5. Yeah, I'll just get the 20. We're probably going to need thick leather for other recipes and stuff, so having that available is not a bad plan. It's at a good price, too. Apparently. Now all we need is black pearls. Black pearl. Ah, nice and expensive for us. Oh, fantastic. Normally 34, we're getting for 45. Well, at least we can get some though, so that's something. At least we only need 1 each. So that's okay. There we go. And we just need to make the solid grinding stones. See, I told you we were going to get some solid grinding stones. And now it's happened. Here we are. Okay, 2 solid grinding stones. I guess we can grab the other weapons out. Because after we make these, we're done. We did it. We got all the things.
How are you?
Look at that bank. My goodness. Alright. Update. Hello? Big black mesas, solid grinding stones. Let's move that down to solid grinding stones. We have so many recipes now, my goodness. 4 solid stone to make a solid grinding stone. Ah. And still nobody sells the solid grinding stones. I guess if they're only useful for this, anybody can just make them, so they don't really care. Alright. Make. What do we need? Do we need 2 or 4? I guess we could. 1, 2. We could just minus the things we don't need to be looking at right now. And we still have plenty of solid stone for making more grinding stones or sharpening stones later. What's important right now is the 2 big black mesas. Nice and slow. How fancy. Also, before we turn all these weapons in, I want to look at them. But in the preview screen, of course. I'm just going to assume that getting these things bound would make them not work for the quest. So, I'm going to avoid that, at least. On the plus side, 2 more blacksmithing levels from this. Shadow gems. Every promise is also shadow gems. And moss agates. You never know what's going to be used for later things. And that's why I keep all these things in my bank. In case I need them for later. Not entirely unreasonable. Okay. So if we shift, control. This is what the Moonsteel Greatsword looks like. Very shiny. Almost too shiny. I don't think it's interacting very well with whatever is lighting this preview screen. The massive iron axe. Looks like a massive iron axe. No surprises there. Heavy mithril axe. I believe this is a one-handed axe. Yep. So it's a little smaller. Very sleek. Very sharp. And the big black mace. Not as black as I expected. Very macy though, so well, that's good.
Talk to me.
The way of the weaponsmith. Ernest is busy stacking gold coins into neat little piles. Required items: 12 weapons. Here we go. About time. I've got customers waiting. Give those here and pay attention. You're going to take the first step in your career as a weaponsmith. Oh, was that the first step? Is there more steps?
Be good.
Got 1900 XP. You've learned a new ability, Weaponsmith Artisan. Cool. Greensworth, I require training. He's got 4 things in here. The Shatterer, which is 235. It's blue. It's a main hand mace. That's pretty good for a main hand. It doesn't have any bonuses on it though. Except for that disarm target. So. Then I would also need to get a decent offhand to go with that, so. I don't know about that. Phantom Blade at 245. It's a main hand sword. Chance on hit, decrease the armor of the target by 100 for 20 seconds. Affected, the target cannot stealth or turn invisible. Okay. Interesting. Blight, which is a 2-handed pole arm. Which apparently I don't know how to use pole arms. Disease is a target for 50 nature damage and an additional 180 damage over 1 minute. Interesting. And then True Silver Champion at 260. Protects the caster with a holy shield. Okay. These are interesting.
Up with you.
I guess you get more recipes from other places then. But now we're a weaponsmith. That's neat. Just get up on this anvil. My feet are sinking into the great anvil. But I'm sure that's fine. Whew. That was a lot. Let's go see the bank with so few items in it. We've got some things to put back, but my goodness, did we use a lot of our resources in this. We've got a little bit of iron and steel. Some of our mithril is still here. Used a lot of bars. We could probably get a few more levels out of this mithril, but the reason we did all this was to make bank space, and my goodness that we succeeded in that. We've succeeded in that spectacularly.
What's on your mind?
Wow. We got plenty of space. Plenty of space. Fantastic.
Watch your back.
Now we don't need to worry about doing any blacksmithing until we have even more massive piles of things.
You got my attention.
It's for the heavy leather.
Be good.
Okay. Fantastic. What we're going to do next, I guess we're going to try to finish solving this riddle. A master weaponsmith goes to solve a riddle. Next time. Goodbye.